Welcome back to the Broadway show. I'm Tamsin Fidel. Let's get to it.
It's a story about rise and demise, profit and pain. It's a Lehman trilogy directed by Sam Mendes. 3 actors playing 53 different characters. Paul Wontorek caught up with one of the stars, Adrian Lester.
Thanks, Tamsin. Olivier Award winner Adrian Lester has had a robust 30-year career, but he's finally making his Broadway debut as one of the brothers in the Lehman trilogy. We caught up outside the Niederlander Theater, home of the acclaimed new play. I'm so thrilled you're on Broadway.
I'm thrilled to be here.
You have had such a rich career. I have been watching it from afar. I've seen you in film and TV, and you've done so much on the British stage and in the New York stage, but Broadway is new to you. Yeah. So what does it mean to be able to add that category to the CV or the resume?
It feels like I've just taken care of some unfinished business. That's what it feels like. I had unfinished business at Broadway. I kept knocking on the door and no one was in, and then suddenly the door opened. So it's nice, it's really nice to be here. And I do pinch myself sometimes as I'm coming down through Times Square, seeing all the neon lights, and the song goes off in my head, and I'm an old romantic. But yeah, it's nice to be here.
What is it like to be a part of the Lehman trilogy? What about this story really intrigued you personally and made you want to tell this story to audiences?
I wasn't a part of the original cast. I saw the show, and I was amazed at what the 3 actors achieved for the whole evening. For those that don't know, it's just 3 actors being everybody. And like many actors, I came away thinking that is a masterclass in acting and directing. And so when the chance came for me to be a part of it, I jumped at it. And it has been tough and hard and brilliant. And I think we've been stretched as actors. Every time we do this show, we get a real workout.
And you're playing multiple characters, and there's a lot of jumping between characters.
Between characters, between accents, between ages. It's, it's fun.
So you really have to differentiate because you're really relying on the audience sort of following everything that's happening with just the 3 of you.
Yeah, and we don't change costume, so we're in the same costume all the way through. But Sam was interested in paring away what was unnecessary and seeing how much we could do with very, very, very little. And sometimes it's just a tiny prop or a gesture or a way of holding the shoulders that tells everyone now I'm being someone else, that's all it takes. Or the accent changes, it becomes something else or whatever, and then suddenly you know this person's different. And the audience go with it, and they remember. We do children, and then we do the children growing up in front of the audience's eyes, and they remember, they're with us. It's nice.
It seems like a wild ride, even the set. I mean, it just feels like this.
The set is a ride. Yeah. Everyone has to have a ride on the set. It's a glass box, as Devlin's designed, a glass box that spins. And so it's like looking across Wall Street, looking across a busy section of the society of New York at night, and you see these little glass boxes, these offices with quiet chairs and strip lights. That's exactly what you get as the set before the lighting effect takes hold and the revolve happens. And
You're actually, do I have this right? An officer and a commander of the Order of the British Empire? That is true.
That's true.
In addition to being a fantastic actor.
Thank you. I have the right to drive my sheep over Tower Bridge. I'm allowed to do that.
Is this a fact that you like to make sure everybody in a room knows when you enter?
Yeah, if you have sheep and you want to get them from south of the river to the north of the river in London, just ask me, because I'm allowed to take them over the bridge.